Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Regina's plot. And I'm just going to take a little walk around, and I decided to use my GoPro today, so it should be a better video. Oh, there's not much. I've went around and toured with you. Next week will be a little hectic. We'll get our septic tank in. They're gonna come and take out the old one and put the new one in and get it all covered up in the way it should be. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, we had the guy to come out and pump whatever was in there before we finished it up, and found out that the plastic, the caged plastic, whatchamacallit, in there we had for a septic tank, it imploded. So it just went zoop. So it needs to be taken out, and all they have to do is come in and unhook it, take it out, and then put the new septic tank in and just plug it in, because all the laterals are already set underground. And it should be fairly easy, I hope. And but we're going to have professionals do it, because my husband he says, I'm just not up for doing anything like that. He said, let's do it, and let them do it right, and it'll be good. And it was done right the first time. It's just the container didn't hold. So anyway, we're being careful with the water we're using and all that. So yeah, next year, and I say this every year, that I'm going to have a better garden. I'm going to teach this garden not to be so weedy and blah, 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 blah. Well, I have plans, and it could start as early as next week, but I have to wait until everything is out of here before I start. I still have onions and carrots, and the Brussels sprouts, they won't be ready till about December. And I have cucumbers, sweet potatoes, some peppers, some sickly looking tomatoes. In my whole life, I've never grown tomatoes so sickly like this. And well, for one reason is this flooded about 3 times this past season. So they were sitting in water, and they just got stunted. I mean, they're putting on tomatoes, but where did I see that one? This one doesn't look so good. It's about white. And then I thought I seen one. Yep, there's one that's splitting because of too much of water. So, you know, I don't know if I'll get, I mean, even the crazy vining cherry tomatoes are not doing well. And they're the ones that do, all of my tomatoes usually do very well. But I just don't think I'm going to get much of anything on it. I'm going to give it a little time. I may just rip them all out. I don't think we're going to get any cabbage. We've gotten green beans. This one might be one. This one might be a cabbage. But the rest of the cabbage, it just, no. Oh well. I got one little piece of broccoli. This one might. But the broccoli, it's not doing well. And I think I have some cauliflower in here. And I may just take them out and start working on for next year. So, yeah, that's my story. And it's like this garden, it was a garden before we got here, but I don't think it had been gardened in for several years. So we just tilled it up deep. I think we even plowed it first. It was so hard. We plowed it and then tilled it. And then this year we tilled it, and it seemed nice, but with all the rain, the weeds just took over. And I had been trying to keep them away from the plants, so I would just go down and start pulling from around the plants instead of trying to do all this. So anyway, this was our row where we had radishes and stuff, and radishes and lettuce. Oh, a little bit of lettuce trying to grow back. How about that? Maybe. That's all right. I'm not pulling weeds anymore. But next week, I'll let you know what we are doing. And let's see. This is still looking pretty good. Not too weedy, but it still needs to be weeded. And it kind of stays like this pretty good because of the pine trees and being in the shade. Hostas are looking great. I have some geraniums and coleus over here that are doing pretty. My irrigrom is turning purple, and the whole stem will end up being purple, and every year they'll get bigger. So, and I probably should have put my geraniums in a planter and the coleus in another planter, but I don't know. It's still pretty. I love it. Haven't decided yet where I'm going to put her. Maybe just right there. I don't know. And I have one little dahlia. And my pansies came back. And I have some petunias that I seeded in here. So let's see what's going on over here in this weedy patch. Oh wow, look at all the blooms. But it rained and it got windy, so they're a little sad. But they'll pop back up when the sun comes out. Oh my goodness. This one is trying to bloom. Look how pretty that is. That's why I wanted them all along the back here. And I hope they all grow. I had to transplant some because some were too close together. But I think it'll be pretty anyway. And this I'm going to redo too. I'm going to redo this. Look at this one. Isn't it so pretty? That's my Luna Rose hibiscus with detrimental beetles. So they're pretty. And I think every year they'll get bigger. I think every year they grow bigger. In the fall, I'll cut them back once they die off. And I'll mulch them up real good and cover them with a bucket. This tree is going to be planted here. Probably maybe a little closer here, right on the edge of the house. And that way we can see it when we look out the door also. All right, let's see what else. The lemon tree, she's never bloomed yet. I think they bloom in our winter, but she is growing really tall. She's taller than me. See? And there's a dahlia. Not doing so good. I don't think it's getting enough sun. I need to pull it out. Oh, we're starting to see some blooms over here from the stalk. And there's buds on the mums. Come on, little geranium. Get growing, please. All your other friends have. Waiting for some buds on this. Here's another dahlia. It's a bumblebee dahlia. And let's see. And then marigolds look good. They're just like a little waterlogged. Yep, we have moles. Moles are doing their job. Usually around my garden. So, and what I've decided with this is just to let the bugleweed grow into this and put this ground cover along the sides. I think it'll be better because it dies easier than this. This stuff doesn't die. And let's see. Everything looks like it's been winded and stuff, but look, my heuchera over here is coming back. It looked almost completely dead earlier this spring. But she's coming back. And I hope she does good. I need to keep her watered in the winter too if it's dry. Yeah, this is getting real weedy. After this last rain, man, they came up. And it's not hard to weed those. Let's see. I have let's see if these are popping up in the sun. Not too bad. We got some petunias, just regular petunias and super petunias and all growing up in there. And my mandevilla finally has a bud on it, which is exciting. This is the one that I wintered over. And let's see what this looks like from the front. Yep. It'll come out and plush out more when it gets dried off a little bit. It got winded too. I pulled out some of my daisies from out front and to let these peppers grow, black pearl peppers. They volunteered, so I said, good job. And these things, all this was underwater this spring, all around the well. And she lost all her leaves, but it's still really pretty. This one looks like this one looks like it's gonna be a really big one. Yeah. So, hopefully they'll be better next year. And my cut flower garden. Yep, lots of weeds. This one and the one around the arbor are the only places I will have to pull weeds next year. And I just haven't had time to catch up with this, keep it weed free. But next year I'll have more time to weed this one. And let's see, I'm wondering if there's any little caterpillars. You know, a few days ago I posted that there was a caterpillar on one of my milkweed, and when I took a shot of it in my plant app, I picked the wrong plant app. I did the AI one, and it said it was a monarch caterpillar. And I thought it was kind of weird. I'd never seen one like that, but I went ahead and believed him. So I took him up to the thing, and then he got off of the milkweed, and I'm like, you know, this isn't right. I don't think this is a caterpillar for a monarch, unless it's just maybe a baby one or something. I don't know, but it was different. And I put it in my real plant app that I had used all the time, and it says it is a milkweed muck. It's not a monarch. So don't believe the AI plant identifier, because it was wrong, totally wrong. Look at this, how pretty. Oh my goodness, that's all bloomed out. That's so pretty. I think it likes it out here. This one will catch up. It's got a lot of buds on it, and it's gonna be dark pink or red too. So that's just pretty. I'm happy. This is the hairy ball milkweed. And my Lysianthus has got buds on them. A lot of buds. A lot of buds. I'm so anxious to see how they are doing when they bloom. Okay. I keep a lot of milkweed with me. I'm hoping to get a lot of caterpillars this year. I have a big tent for them. It's already set up. And the zinnias, they're always so pretty. The cosmos, they go crazy. And the butterflies love it. Oh. I can't get it on the camera. Beaky. Huh. Oh well. Anyway, he's coming in looking for food. Something dead. Look at him. I would love to have some these caterpillars too. I'm not sure what they look like yet. I think I got them saved to know. I'll have to look it up. Little tiger tails. So pretty. These zinnias, it's just the butterflies just fly all over them. I'm not going to have as many zinnias as I usually do, but they'll be enough. Because every time you cut them, they come right back. I'm hoping I can get some dahlias out of this. I have one bud, and it needs to grow. Probably ought to put a little bit of fertilizer on it. Hi girls, do you find a cool place to lay? Yes. All right, I'll show you up here by the rock. The cactus that I have in by my arbor around the tree. This fall, I'm gonna bring it over here, probably early fall, as soon as it kind of cools off a little bit. And I don't think the cactus care, but I'm gonna pull out them pennies because they never bloom. The whole time we've been here, they have never bloomed. They come up with the foliage and everything, but they don't bloom. So I'm just gonna take them out. Maybe try putting them somewhere else and maybe they would work okay. But I have some celosia over here. Some pampas plume actually is what it is. I pulled all the weeds around it. Once it grows up and spreads out, it'll probably cover this whole thing, so it won't look so bare. Okay, and then I have my fire shrub up here, along with the flamingo feathers. They're getting tall. I just wish more of them lived. I think I had 5 on each side. Yeah, here they are. They're getting big and putting on some stuff. And these things, they just stay straight all the time. So that's what I loved about them. And next year I'll seed a lot more so that at least if some die, I'll have more. And I have some over here too. Not very many, just 2. I have 2 over here. And then this little zebra. This is a perennial. And it's a zebra grass. And my a little fire shrub, which is not a perennial. And I have half a notion to try to cover it up if I put it in the ground. But I'm not sure where I would put it yet. Okay, girls, let's go. Come on, Lucy. Hurry, hurry. They're so good. They always come when I call. All right. See? Not much happening here. And my canna's doing good in that pot. I wanted to be able to move her because we get really heavy winds and I didn't want her leaves all shattered because that what it would do, it would strip them. So looks like she's getting a bloom on there. Nice. So everything but the grass is looking good over here. These are my Centaurea. What is it? Yep, Centaurea. Over here, they're growing up nice. This is one too. All the others died around it, but I have one over here, and I think these Persilla are coming back. They had been sitting under the pine trees, and I finally figured out it was probably the sap that was killing them. So I brought them over here, watered, fertilized, cut them back, and I think maybe they'll come back. and be fine. Okay. It doesn't seem like the sap bothers anything else over here, but a lot of it just, I don't know. Okay. That's it. That's all I have for you. Yeah, I did get my pool out. It's big enough that I can do a little exercising in there and just get in there and cool off, because when it gets really hot, you can get in there, cool off, and it keeps you cool for quite a while. Oh, I got rhubarb. My rhubarbs are doing well. And strawberries. I need to weed more of this. I just weeded this all out. It was pretty good, but I need to do it again. But this is kind of compost. It's got a lot of compost in it, so it's real easy to pull the weeds out. And the blackberries are starting to ripen. We tried 2 of them yesterday. They were really, really tart. My husband put the whole berry in his mouth, and he's like, oh my gosh. Poor guy. It really startled him. So it won't be long. Little caterpillars will be on here and growing, and I can capture them because they have a lot of predators. Spiders, ants, just almost anything, any insect. So that's why I have my tent. It's a very fine netted tent. Nothing can get in there. And I have that pot in there with dirt in it. That's where I can, when I cut off a limb or 2 of milkweed, I can set that in there and it'll stand up. So anyway, nope, I don't have my cover for my greenhouse yet. That may be a while. I have other things to tend to that's more important. And I'll let you know next year, or next year, not next year, next week. Yeah, these are getting buds on them too. I wanted to see how they did in pots because of so much rain and not being able, having them stand in rain in the puddles is a little much for most plants. Okay. If I see anything else exciting, I'll let you know. Thank you so much for clicking on me. And if you want to subscribe and like, share, whatever, I do appreciate you. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.